Hey, it's Erin with 2R's, and today we're taking my rescue doggo, Chancette, on a walk. And today I decided to bring the longer leash around since nobody was out except for like one person, like way off in the distance. So I just wanted to share a few things that I have learned so far about being a dog mom. I hate recording her using the bathroom, like peeing or pooping, so I don't. But anyway, here are 5 things I have learned about being a dog mom with a rescue. Actually, before I get started, I do need to preface this with a little bit of background information about my rescue doggo. My friend who does rescue dogs often found her wandering around, and she was extremely malnourished. You could see her ribs. She looked like she really hadn't been eating. Super sad. I'll try to put some pictures in here, but she had really no energy. She didn't make any noises, but one of the things that I noticed that she was actually scared to be in a room by herself, and to this day she does not like that. So she also had heartworms, and we're not sure if she still has them because she did her treatment and we have to test again in about 4 more months. And then she had a problem with her eyes. She had hookworms. I mean, she just had so many problems. So that's the type of the rescue. So I didn't get her from an official rescue. She was essentially a stray. We believe that she was dumped by someone, and we did attempt to find the owner, and still nobody has come forward because we haven't taken any of the signage down. So now I can get started with what I've learned, since we're not actually started from a point of rehabilitation for her. We started with the rehab. So the first thing I have to say is the money. And I hate to mention money for a bond that is, to me, invaluable. If somebody tried to offer me $1 million for her, I'd really have to think really long and hard, and then I think I would say no, because it's just, she's like my little fur daughter now. So but the money, paying for the medical expenses, and it caught me off guard. And I mean, for a little bit I was a little embarrassed because I've never had to ask people for money to do things like this. I've asked when I was younger or when I was in college, and I felt like I was bolder then. But now that I'm grown and approaching 40, it was kind of embarrassing to ask for the help. But I think that it's important to know that the money was put toward making her healthy, and you see her now. She looks so much healthy and happier. She's still not out of the woods, but she's a lot better. The second thing that I have to mention is how much research I had to put into her breed. Originally I was going to try to adopt a young dog, not necessarily a puppy, but a young dog over the summer, because I'm a teacher and I would have had time to train and select a bond, like I get to pick, create a bond. And I had to do a lot of training about her assumed breed. We assume that she's a mix with an American Staffordshire Terrier and a Pit Bull, and so there was a lot of things that I needed to know about her energy level, or who she wanted to be. So now that she's on the ground, this is her not wanting to go home, because I was like, all right, let's go home. But also she needs a lot of rest because she is still technically sick, and a longer walk. This walk probably is only 1.5 miles. So for me, that's like nothing. For her, she's like, I'm gonna need a break. So putting 2 and 2 together, her breed is supposed to be really high energy. They like people a lot. They may or may not get along with other dogs. Right now she doesn't get along with other dogs, and I think with more training she'll be able to meet other ones, but right now no. And we're not sure what she was before. So that number 2, getting to know your dog, that's something that you can't just skip. So if you don't have the time to forge that bond with your new doggo, especially if it's a rescue or if you know that they're sick or they came from unknown origins. Make sure you have time to do that. Which brings me to number 3. Number 3 is about training. I honestly had no idea how much time went into training. You watch the little videos and it looks like they're training their dog like in real time, but in reality they have had time with that dog to do some training. And oh, the creepy trees, I forgot about those. Oh, the birds were flying and fighting around the creepy trees. I just hate those trees. Anyway, back to the thing. So training her, she already had a little bit of training from wherever she had come from, but we're trying to teach her new things and it's just taking longer than I thought. And I know the training value varies per dog, but dang it, is she stubborn. So start researching training ahead of time or have somebody that can do training and stuff like that, because that's been the hardest part for me. So number 4 is pretty obvious, I guess, for me. It's once you set up a schedule with your doggo, like they're gonna keep to that schedule. So it better be the schedule that you want. And I'm saying that as a teacher who had to get up at like 6 in the morning anyway. But in the summer, I want to sleep in, and that's just too bad because she is ready to go at 6 a.m. every morning to go on a walk. So whatever schedule you put in place, you need to be prepared to keep that schedule with very little leeway. But also it's kind of comforting for little doggos, just to make sure that they know when something is going to happen. And that was really important for her because at first she was eating like she had no idea when she would get her next meal, and she still eats pretty fast. So I'm gonna have to get one of those bowls that gives you the slow feeder, or feed her slowly throughout the day, as opposed to like big meal in the morning, big meal in the evening, and little snacks in between. So there's that. And now finally the last one, number 5, is basically make sure you have places designated for your doggo, and then train them to use it. And I know that goes with training, but we had places for her and she was just like, she claimed other spots and we should have said no, but we didn't. And so now she's pretty much a duchess in our house. But anyway, I hope that helps the next person who's getting a doggo or rescuing a dog or picking up a stray even. But so far, that's my journey. Thanks for hanging out with me. Subscribe, like, comment. Till next time. Bye!